Amplified Bibles, Proverbs, chapter 5. My son, be attentive to my wisdom, godly wisdom learned by actual and costly experience, and incline your ear to my understanding of what is becoming and prudent for you, that you may exercise proper discernment and discretion, and your lips may guard and keep knowledge and the wise answer to temptation. For the lips of a loose woman drip honey as a honeycomb, and her mouth is smoother than oil. But in the end she is bitter as wormwood, sharp as a two-edged and devouring sword. Her feet go down to death, her steps take hold of Sheol, Hades, the place of the dead. She loses sight of and walks not in the path of life. Her ways wind about aimlessly, and you cannot know them. Now, therefore, my sons, listen to me, and depart not from the words of my mouth. Let your way of life be far from her, and come not near the door of her house. Avoid the very scenes of temptation. Lest you give your honor to others, and your years to those without mercy. Lest strangers and false teachings take their fill of your strength and wealth, and your labors go to the house of an alien from God. And you groan and mourn when your end comes, when your flesh and body are consumed. And you say, how I hated instruction and discipline, and my heart despised reproof. I have not obeyed the voice of my teachers, nor submitted and consented to those who instructed me. The extent and boldness of my sin involved almost all evil in the estimation of the congregation and the community. Drink waters out of your own cistern of a pure marriage relationship, and fresh running waters out of your own well. Should your offspring be dispersed abroad as water brooks in the streets? Confine yourself to your own wife. Let your children be for you alone, and not the children of strangers with you. Let your fountain of human life be blessed with the rewards of fidelity, and rejoice in the wife of your youth. Let her be as the loving hind and pleasant doe, tender, gentle, attractive. Let her bosom satisfy you at all times, and always be transported with delight in her love. Why should you, my son, be infatuated with a loose woman, embrace the bosom of an outsider, and go astray? For the ways of man are directly before the eyes of the Lord, and he who would have us live soberly, chastely, and godly, carefully weighs all man's goings. His own iniquities shall ensnare the wicked man, and he shall be held with the cords of his sin. He will die for lack of discipline and instruction, and in the greatness of his folly he will go astray and be lost.